watching at Coventry High School, the gymnasium that is going to be packed tonight for a pivotal matchup at the Division II Central level. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve McDonald. Alongside me, Ronnie Lardiatu, and we have a great one going for you tonight. Two red-hot teams in Rhode Island high school basketball.
Well, you couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, two of the top teams in Division II Central are going to be facing off today, and folks, it's going to be a wonderful match.
We got the host school, of course, the Coventry Okers coming in, the Feinstein Falcons. These guys last year won it all. Only one loss all season long, so they can really go at it. Let's take a look at the standings. Right now, you see them both at the top, both undefeated in league play. And for Feinstein, that's where they usually are. For Coventry, though, this is a bit of a change for them.
Oh, you got to give credit to Coventry. I mean, Coventry's ready to play tonight, and best believe, going against Feinstein, this is going to be one of the top matchups of the year in this division.
Coventry last year made the playoffs for the first time in 10 years, going 8-8 and getting into that first round. This year, they'd like to go a little deeper than that. And as you look at some of the other teams, West Warwick predicted to do very well this year, will be in the mix. Pilgrim trying to work their way back to 500 as well, with three other teams at the bottom. But right now, Coventry, Feinstein, and West Warwick, easily the class of Division II Central right now, all still undefeated and all vying for a chance to get down to the Ryan Center and get to that final game and a chance at the state title. That's going to be big-time stuff. If they are to get there, it's going to be key guys that get them there. For Feinstein, they'll rely on the old faithful, JERELL GOMES.
You got to expect him for senior leadership. I mean, averaging 22 points per game. He's an absolute beast on the boards as well. He's a tough matchup for anybody in Division II.
He's known as the best player in the state. A lot of people will tell you that. He's certainly one of the top 2 or 3. He is the only returning player from the All-State team last year. So JERELL GOMES, a lot lies on his shoulders for Feinstein. When you talk about Coventry and the upstart team in this one, you look at Jesse St. Pierre.
Well, the simple word to describe Jesse St. Pierre, consistent, averaging 13.3 a game. He's one of those guys that's going to have to contribute huge to beat Feinstein today.
Talked to Jesse before the game, and he said, although he and the other players are playing awful well, the coach who came in 2.5 years ago has really changed the philosophy of this team and made people work, and he's got everybody playing on the right page, and this is a Coventry team that's going to be awfully fun to watch.
Well, Coventry is going to be ready for this game. I mean, if Feinstein is here, Feinstein has won 8 straight games, averaging almost 66 points per game. And folks, in the immortal words of our buddy Terrell Owens, get your popcorn ready, because it's going to be a heck of a game tonight.
Absolutely. Coventry's won 5 of 6 coming in, so we got a great matchup between the two top teams in the division, in Division II Central in high school basketball. So stay with us, take a seat right here at Coventry High School. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back once again to Coventry High School. Steve McDonald with you, Rodney Ardiotto as well, and we're getting ready for a good one. Feinstein Falcons, Coventry Okers, as we mentioned, both teams 3-0 coming in. Feinstein is 9-1 overall. Their only loss all season long came in their first game of the year, and that was to Hope. They lost by 30 in that one, Rodney, and bounced back since then, and a couple of their key players, including JERELL GOMES, not around for that one. Take a look at the lineups. Gomes leads the way for Feinstein, but they got some other guys that can help him out.
Oh, no question. I guess 2 players that Cameron Benton and Corey Barrett. 2 players that if Coventry's defense leans over to JERELL GOMES, you better watch out, folks, because those 2 players can hit the 3.
Well, you mentioned Barrett. You don't see him in the starting lineup because he is sick and not going to play today. Barrett and Molina, both guys got the flu. Both guys are out of the lineup, but Barrett's going to hurt him a lot. We'll talk about it in a bit. But first, we'll look at Coventry. DiPiola runs the point. St. Pierre is a big scorer, but Woodcock can really help out down low.
Oh, definitely. Woodcock is going to be real huge going against Babatunde. That's going to be real huge, getting that defense on him and really keeping him off the boards, because Babatunde averages about 9 rebounds a game.
Dave Tedeschi is the head coach of Feinstein High School. He's in his 8th year there. Began the program as an intramural program, moved up the club and then to varsity as well, and he's been with them most of the way. And as an assistant coach under Floyd Narcisse, and now the head coach, really taken over this program and led them to great heights. 2 championships in the last 2 years, one at the Division III level, one at the Division II level, and they are certainly on pace to challenge for it today. And here's Bill Tarvis on the other side as well. He's getting over hernia surgery just a few days ago and sat out the last 2 games, had to go to his assistant coach, Paul Blaze, to take over. They went 1-1, so Bill came rushing back, but no, he's fine. And Paul David Blaze did a great job as well. 9 years coaching, 3 at Coventry, and he's really turned this program around in the last 2.5 years. He came in mid-season a couple of years back, and so this is right about the 2.5-year mark for him, and he's done a great job in rebuilding this Coventry program. We'll talk about that in a little bit as we go on. Kevin Woodcock wins the tap for Coventry, and they control the basketball. They'll be going right to left, and it's going to be in the hands of Brandon DiPaola.
Feinstein jumps right out in it. It looks like at a 1-3. Actually, nope, they're going to man-to-man here.
Jump shot for three. Coventry can shoot it very, very well from three-point range. Not getting it done that time. Feinstein pulls down the long rebound.
What's important in the zone is you want to find openings in the zone to get shots.
There's Gomes' first shot. It's a miss, and a good job clearing the boards by Woodcock. Brings it back the other way. DiPaola looking down low, trying to get it into Woodcock. There's the lob. Woodcock makes the catch, but he can't quite gather it in underneath the cylinder. A turnover for Coventry. Feinstein comes back. Gomes passes up the look that time.
Great job. Big block right there by Kevin Woodcock. Playing strong in the middle so far.
Brings it back the other way, and the first shot no good. The rebound, we got a whistle and a held ball down low. That call being made by Butch Murray, one of the two officials in this game. Doug McGrath, the other.
That's a good job by Kevin Woodcock. He had position, went up strong, tried to go up again, but unfortunately missed it up.
That's Butch Murray. You can see there, 37 years blowing the whistle. 30 years for Rhode Island high school basketball. Been around a good long time. A lot of miles on those shoes. That's Gomes. He could be the best player in the state. Many people think so. They get it inside to Cameron Benton. Benton creates the contact. He's got to get himself to the line. Looks like Woodcock is going to be guilty of this one, and indeed he is. That's going to send Benton to the free throw line. Cameron Benton, if the name sounds familiar, is the cousin of Jamie Benton. Played at Boston College as part of the Elite Eight team at Boston College. Played with some great players at the BC level, at Dana Barros being one, Michael Adams being another, a couple of great point guards. So he played behind them. He was one of the best Rhode Island high school players. This is his cousin Cameron, missing the first. That one goes down, first point of the ball game for either team.
And you notice Feinstein jumps out, giving a little pressure full court.
After the made basket, D'Amico's going to try to break the press, but still not over the timeline with it. And there's the strip of the basketball. Feinstein on the 3-on-2 going the other way. It's St. Pierre starting to break. But check that Barnes. Barnes brings it down low, gets it to Cameron Benton. And he puts it home. He's got all three.
That's right. Great job by Cameron Benton, getting himself in position to get the rebound, going strong, getting for two.
Coventry having a little trouble with the press. Now they've got a little clear out, one-on-one, bringing it up. To the weak side to DiPaola. Clear look for him. Can't get it to go, though. McKinney's going to bring it back the other way. Gets it over to Gomes. Gomes drops it down low off the fingertips of Kevin Barnes and out of bounds. Good look. Barnes just couldn't gather it in.
That was a good look by JERELL Gomes to try to give that extra pass, but unfortunately, player wasn't looking for a turnover right there.
Coventry got to deal with the press again. Like he wanted to throw at the length of the floor, but instead just a kick in and right back to D'Amico. D'Amico's going to try to work it up himself. He's being bothered by Bill McKinney, one of the best defenders for Feinstein. Over to the wing to St. Pierre, shot no good. Rebound, Feinstein clearing the boards, not allowing any offensive rebounds to Coventry. Here's Benton taking a look. He's got the only 3 points of this ball game. One on a free throw and the other on that one bucket off the board.
Key about going against a zone defense is trying to find openings. Usually
matchup zone for Coventry, and they work it real well. This one goes down to Robert Tunde as he tries to clear it back out. It's deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay Feinstein basketball.
For a play that you can, for Robert Tunde, you got to get out of that corner of the zone because that's really a trap. You use it defense as an extra outside.
The baseline and sideline has extra defenders. You trap him right in there. 10 seconds on the shot clock now.
Got to be aware on the shot clock.
Into the corner to Gomes. Takes a look. Can't get it to go. Still looking for his first bucket of the ball game. Gomes averages 22 points per game. Gets a piece of this one on the pass over midcourt. And it's a 2-on-1 going back the other way. Gomes picks up his first bucket of the ball game on a nice assist from Kevin Barnes.
Kevin Barnes, great job on defense, deflecting that by Gomes. Barnes gives it back to him. 52.
This is DiPaola trying to stuff it inside. Gets it into Woodcock. Clears it back out. Nice inside out. Can't knock it down, DiPaola though. Woodcock a hand on the ball and brings it in. Gets clobbered. No call. All the way back out top, shooting it for three. No good by St. Pierre. Long rebound ends up in the hands of Gomes. He's got to take it the other way. The foul's before the shot. Before the shot. So it's going to be Feinstein ball out of bounds. Underneath. The foul is going to be on Kevin Barnes. St. Pierre. Or check that, on St. Pierre. And Gomes will not get any shots as they'll take it out underneath.
Well, JERELL Gomes is instant offense, and also he's great on the fast break. You saw there in that last play, he can attack the hoop with will.
JERELL had 36 points in the playoff game last year against North Providence, their first of 3 on their way to the state title. So he is somebody that can fill it up in a hurry. He said he averaged 22 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 8 assists per game, nearly a triple-double is what he's averaging. I think Oscar Robertson was the last to do that. That is big-time numbers. They call him the best player in the state, the only returning All-Stater from last year. And he was second-team All-State as a sophomore. So this guy can play some ball.
Oh, he can definitely play some ball. And what's good about him, he's not only about offense, but he also gets everybody else involved. He averages about almost 7 to 8 assists per game, too. He's really consistent with that.
Coventry comes in averaging a little over 60 points per game. Right now they have none. They're 0 for 6 shooting, 5 rebounds in the game so far. Woodcock has 4 of them. For Feinstein, they're shooting 2 of 6 with 5 boards themselves. But Coventry just yet to knock anything down. It's their home gym.
Oh, yeah. Well, Coventry, they are sending a lot with the outside jumper. You need to get down in the inside or try to attack to the hoop. You got to draw some fouls to get to the foul line.
Here's that matchup zone again. Feinstein working against it. Gomes clears on the dribble. That one a little bit long. He's made 1 shot out of 4 attempts.
What's up? Good defense by Coventry, especially JERELL Gomes. Really making sure they know where he is at all the time.
This is D'Amico making his move, gets to St. Pierre, clears and shoots and hits. St. Pierre on the pass from D'Amico, and Coventry gets on the board.
St. Pierre, great move, little jump step, lays it over the right hand, it's strong.
That's Cameron Benton. Leave him open for 3. Doesn't look like the type of guy that's going to hit the 3 because he looks more like a banger, but he's got 6 of the 8 points for Feinstein so far.
And Brandon showing the outside, Jay. He might be a big man, but I got a jumper.
He averages 12 points. Not much of a jump, but a little bit of a jumper anyway. Hello goes out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Tunde down low. Got his fingertip on it. So Coventry will keep the ball. Still no return to the full shot clock. It's at 23 seconds now. Sub coming in for Coventry. Matt Willard coming in. First one off the bench is Cameron Benton. Willard and Benton, a pretty good matchup. A couple of thick customers. Woodcock on a set play out of bounds, makes it count.
Babatunde fell asleep on the inbounds play. Didn't see Woodcock screaming to the hoop on his left. Scored easily.
Gomes tries to connect with Barnes down the other way, and this one just out of his outstretched hands for the second turnover on plays from Barnes. This is St. Pierre, and he's going to the sideline. Looks like he got nicked on the forehead. Ball's out of bounds, going to remain Coventry ball, and St. Pierre's a key one for them. Take a look at just how it happened. A little bit of contact down low, and St. Pierre caught the brunt of it. Drives baseline, runs into some customers.
Nice little drop set, avoiding the contact. And got a little nick in the head.
Afterward, he and Kevin Barnes got the headbutt inadvertently. Should be back in, but a little bit of blood sends you to the sidelines. For a little bit anyway. Brandon DiPiola. Woodcock gets it over to D'Amico. Finds a path, but can't make it count.
Right now, Coventry seems a little out of sync in their offensive set.
Gomes on the carry. That's one of those points of emphasis this year on the palming call. They're calling a lot at the college level and here at the high school level as well, trying to get those kids not to carry that basketball.
Well, that's one of those plays that will be great on the outside court in the summertime, but unfortunately out here, they'll call that travel any time of the week.
An unforced turnover by Gomes that time. 8-4 the lead for Feinstein, thanks to the work of Cameron Benton. Right now, Coventry trying to cut in. DiPiola over to Woodcock. Woodcock, a big guy. He can shoot from the perimeter, though. They swing it back around. DiPiola creates the contact this time. Gets Gomes up in the air. They'd love to get Gomes in foul trouble. That's his first there, so he's not quite there. But a great job taking that first shot and really creating the contact.
DiPiola takes it to the left. Make sure he draws the contact, goes up, shoot for 2 from the foul line.
DiPiola so far on the season averages 10 points per game. He is, according to the coach, the clutch player on this team. Had a basket against Mount Hope, down 1, 3 seconds to go, hit the shot to win it. Against Chariho, hit a shot to tie it, send it into OT. Ended up pulling that one out as well. This is the back end. Here comes Gomes. He's got a lot of white jerseys in front of him. Forces the issue. Good non-call that time. That was pretty good defense by Matt Willard.
Matt Willard, had his hands straight up and his body straight up. Draws the contact, but there wasn't much to get a call.
DiPiola open, finds Willard at the high post. Gomes returns the favor and takes it back from him. Straight pass to the hoop this time, and Gomes not going to let that one go.
Well, Gomes is one of those guys that is great on defense. Takes it back, gets the layup, creates for his team. It's 2.
Gomes with 4 on that fast break basket. D'Amico to DiPaola, trying to go baseline again. Can't find it this time. Woodcock rotates. Coventry being deliberate. Coach said he wanted to be patient. He knows that Feinstein's the better athletic team. DiPaola elbow jumper, partially blocked. Brought in by Benton. Long pass, though. Oakers get it back.
That was a great idea to look for him, but he should have just waited just to drive the ball back out and just started that offense because that pass wasn't there.
DiPaola gets it up quickly. No rebounders to help him out. Gomes, the length of the floor, creates the contact, finishes, got a shot at an and one. That's 6 points for Gomes. This game's heating up a little bit in a very cold gym.
Well, JERELL Gomes, if you get him going, folks, it's going to be a long, long night if you're Coventry. Take a look here. Take a strong right. He's usually strong with right. They should really try to force him a left because he uses his right hand a lot.
Had that little stutter step move at the high post that really opened up the lane for him. Gomes, a 70% free throw shooter. First one doesn't go, but he's going to get a second look. Nothing there either. A little bit of a break for Coventry this time. Woodcock tries to finish it and does. Coach said, hey, we're not going to run too much, but when we have the opportunity, 4-on-1.
Almost definitely. Woodcock, what a great job getting up and down the court for a big man. That was a great job getting down the floor.
Boy, Gomes, a one-man show. Can't get that one to go either. Down low, Barnes struggles to keep it alive. Martinez. Gomes going to get another look.
Yeah, Coventry got to do a better job trying to keep off Feinstein off the boards because they got some good rebounders on there with Benton, Babatunde, and also Gomes.
Yeah, too many looks for these guys. Too many looks. Gomes averaging 9 rebounds per game. Already has a few in this one. Here's the jump shot. That one no good as Jean Perez couldn't put it down.
If you're Coventry, you can live with that. Let them try to shoot threes, and so far they're not hitting. So keep on staying in that zone, force them to shoot outside.
Steve Molina getting some time for Coventry. With the absence of Corey Barrett, Molina's going to play a little more. Wasn't expected to play today, but he gets himself into the lineup. He, too, feeling a bit under the weather. Bill McKinney.
Oh, what a great...
D'Amico straight through to the basket and finds a hole.
That was a great move by D'Amico. Took it, hadn't really decided he had the lane, and he just drove it. Took it strong. To the deuce.
Jean Perez back out top to Barnes. Gomes clears himself. Passes up the jumper this time. Penetrates. Barnes can shoot it. So can Gomes. Gomes passes it up one more time. Jean Perez has an open look. Rebound Barnes. A little bit too hard off the glass. Pioli pulls down the board and rakes it clean afterward. We're going to have a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, Barnes, that was a silly foul on Barnes. He thought Woodcock had the rebound. He should have just let him go and just got back on defense. Cost him a foul.
Coventry takes the ball over. Barnes has a couple of fouls now already in the ball game. Trevor D'Amico brings it up for Coventry. The heart of the team, 3-year starter, great outside shooter. If he can clear out, he can really shoot the basketball. D'Amico brings it in. St. Pierre back in the ball game after that bump in the head. Got an open look, can't put it down. Babatunde brings it down, and Feinstein's got another possession. They got a 4-point lead.
Right now, they started the offense a little bit high. They need to find somebody. There we go. What's good about Babatunde, they need somebody to flash in the middle, kind of open up that zone.
This is Gomes from the corner. A little bit long again. Off his mark a little bit today. Good job rebounding that time. D'Amico brings it down, gets it over the timeline. St. Pierre on the wing. Oh, nice pass into Woodcock. Woodcock did a nice job without the basketball in his hands.
That's correct. Woodcock does a great job also getting himself in position as well to get that shot.
He's 3 for 3 with 6 points. Feinstein against a little bit of pressure. St. Pierre trying to stay with Gomes. That's a tough order. Elbow jumper, and Gomes drains it. He's got 8.
What's great about Gomes, he can shoot anywhere on the floor, so he really does have the green light.
Just 4 of 13 so far today, however. St. Pierre drives the lane, can't get it to fall. Perez chases it down. Here comes Gomes again. No numbers this time. Creates his own shot. Nice board by Babatunde.
Yeah, that's a great heads-up play by Babatunde. Just sneaking in and getting that rebound, which is a jump ball going down to Coventry.
Babatunde averages 7 points and 9 rebounds. Strictly an inside worker. Just blew out his knee last year. Didn't play at all. Played some AAU ball and then got ready for this year. But he's come back with a vengeance, really working out to try to make sure that knee doesn't hurt him again. Looking down low for Willard. Deflected, though. Benton comes up with it. Gomes starts to break. It's 3-on-5, though. He thinks better of it. Benton hit it before. This one a little bit short. A little bit deep, too.
Oh, wow.
Back there.
Well, they're letting them shoot the threes outside and prove that if they can hit it on a consistent basis. So far, like if I was Coventry, just stay in the zone, just let them keep shooting those threes until they can prove they can hit those shots, stay in that zone.
Willard had a good look from 13 feet, couldn't get it to go. Babatunde hands it off to Gomes. A timeout by Feinstein. They want to talk things over. Dave Tedeschi probably not too happy right now with the shot selection overall. 14-10. His team has had some pretty good looks at a lot of possessions of the offensive rebounds, but it hasn't turned into a comfortable lead for them.
Right. They actually had some great shots coming up. I mean, they've gotten open opportunities, but unfortunately, they're just not dropping. But if I was Tedeschi, just tell them to keep shooting. Just keep shooting, because eventually they'll drop. See that amazing record over the last 3 years. The first year of that group, they were a Division III team. They moved up to Division II last year, had just one loss last year, and only one loss this year. Last year, their loss was to Charlestown, a team from Massachusetts, 46-34. The one note about last year's loss and this year's only loss, in neither of those games did JERELL Gomes play. Well, he was out for both of them, which gives you a reason why they ended up on the short end. Right, he's a huge cog in that wheel that goes. I mean, he averages 23 points a game. Without him, they really do suffer a great deal on the offensive side.
Their last loss with Gomes in the lineup, Valentine's Day 2006, almost 2 years ago against Central Falls. The last time he was out there and the other team beat him.
Well, that should tell you how important he is to this Feinstein offense. I mean, he's Mr. All Everything to them.
Bill McKinney going to run the point, trying to get Gomes off the ball to give him some better looks. Inside to Benton. Gomes has an NBA three if he wants it. McKinney lofts it up, and he knocks it down. Coach said McKinney can come off the bench and drain it. And he started off with one right there.
Well, that was huge because it really makes them force Coventry to play up closer to those perimeter players.
McKinney actually is his first three-point attempt and make of the year. Coach said he's more of a mid-range shooter, but has a nice touch. That was his first one from behind the line that he's attempted all year long, and he puts it down. Little guy out there, too.
And the shortest guy.
Making his presence known and opening up a 7-point lead for the Falcons of Feinstein out in Providence. And this one, of course, taking place in Coventry. Nice free throw line jumper.
Good job by Matt Willard, getting himself in a perfect position. Going right to the foul line, draining down for two.
First bucket of the ball game for Willard, 6'6" junior. Clogs up that middle nicely. Coach said he has a nice touch from 15 feet in. That one was right at 15 feet. There's the alley-oop, looking for Gomes, setting him up and knocking it down.
Wow,
Bill McKinney.
Lob, get it to Gomes. He's very athletic, so he can get up there. Good body control to get that up.
Not a perfect pass. Gomes had to get it and come down and go back up, but they got the job done. Anyway, Gomes has 10. Oker's getting a couple of looks this time. Got a rebounding foul. Going to go against, I believe, big fella down low, Babatunde. That's going to leave it Coventry basketball. So they'll get their third look, really, because they were able to pull down that offensive board.
Well, very true. Great job so far by the offensive rebounding, but they really haven't converted as much.
On the turnover, we got a whistle and a quick foul. Foul's going to be against Woodcock, number 23 for Coventry. That's going to be his second of the ball game. That means trouble for Coventry. Their bench is fairly deep, but Woodcock is the mainstay, most consistent player on this team and best all-around athletes as coach. Heck of a baseball player, apparently.
But you have a guy that averages 10 points and also a 6'5" frame out of that lineup. It's going to be dangerous inside.
Hey, McKinney throws up another one. Tries to get this one to go, and the Okers clear the boards.
It's safe to say McKinney is not shy tonight to let that ball fly. If he has
right.
He should definitely shoot.
Take that trip up from Providence for nothing. Rowe gets it down low. Nice bank shot by Willard. A little bit too much action on it, though.
Feinstein, they should always try to push the ball up because they got a little bit quicker athletes on there.
Benton, looks like he got hit. Must have been all ball. Does enough to fall short of the rim, though. Paola back to Coventry. Gets tangled up. Leaves it up top for St. Pierre. And he drops it home.
And there's the man we've been looking for, St. Pierre, their leader in the big three.
He's got 5. He shoots it at 52% from behind the three-point line. Gomes misses that one from behind the line. Gomes right now is 4 of 15 in the ballgame. The rest of the team has taken 10 shots. He's taken 15 and knocked down 4 of them. So he can help you a little bit, and maybe sometimes trying to do a little bit too much. Let's take a look at that last basket. 4-point lead for Feinstein, and Coventry with a 6-point deficit at this time comes up with actually 7, because they come up with 3 on that one by St. Pierre.
There you go. St. Pierre found on that win, hits the 3. Huge shot for them. He needs offensive output from just St. Pierre for them to be good tonight.
That matchup zone, Feinstein's struggling with it. As you said, they're taking away the inside game as best they can. Coventry on the strip. D'Amico finds the open man. St. Pierre tries another one. This one doesn't go. Going to get another look, though. D'Amico can't get it to drop. Three-pointer not going down for Coventry today. Gomes on a 2-on-3 forces the issue, runs into a double team, but gets it to go.
Well, folks, it's safe to say Jerell Gomes is not shy. He's definitely not shy. He's a guy that is aggressive and is always trying to attack the basket.
That's how you average 22 points a game. That's how you do it right there. He's got a dozen now. Loose ball. St. Pierre on the floor. Roway down there with him. It's going to be McKinney.
McKinney a little out of control with that shot.
Benton with a nice save. Gomes with a nice pass for the easy 2. Albert Martinez put it down.
Give the pass to Albert Martinez. Players were trying to go right to Gomes and found Albert Martinez down low in the hoop.
First 2 for Martinez in the game and a big assist for Jerell Gomes. Coventry, Paola down low to the big fella, and he makes the count.
Oh, Martinez played off a little bit for him. Woodcock has great moves down the post. He showed that nice little righty hook.
Matchup zone defense, and Bill Tarvis says he'll play this almost exclusively throughout the year, but especially against the Feinstein team that doesn't shoot it especially well from 3 and is a lot quicker getting in the lane. He said we'll pack it in and keep him out of the paint.
Well, the whole key is basically trying to keep out where Jerell Gomes is at all times. So.
Benton takes a long one and doesn't get it to go. Roway has it stripped. McKinney. Roway takes it right back and gets fouled by McKinney.
All right, good heads-up play, getting that ball back, keeping up strong. Good defense on this side.
Should be 2 shots from Roway. Hey, take it from me, I'm going to take it right back from you. How's about that?
Good job. Plays the passing lane perfect. Plays the passing lane absolutely perfect. Gets a steal, goes up, draws the foul, and goes on the line.
Great chance for an and 1 there.
Oh, yeah.
He had a good look at the basket, and the foul didn't seem to affect the shot too much. Couldn't put it home, though. Roway is 69% free throw shooter. Very physical type player. First one, though, front rim and out. Babatunde coming back in.
Well, so far, if you're Coventry right now, you're right in this game right now. You're only down 6 points so far. You haven't shot the ball that well during the game, but you are held now. Now you're only down 5. So you are in perfect position to pull the upset right here.
First free throw of 4 for Coventry so far, so they haven't been able to capitalize on that stuff. At halftime, you got a nice interview coming up. Huh?
Yep, I'm going to be interviewing the Assistant Athletic Director, Joe Fagnoli, just the state of Coventry sports, and also doing a little thing about the Coventry bond referendum. So
oh, boy. It's political season. We just had the Iowa caucus. Now we're going to have the Coventry caucus.
There you go.
Take a look at the Oakers. They've had a great run, winning 5 of 6. The first of those 5 victories by 29 points. And then after that, it's been a real close game. 6-point win, 4 points, 2 points, and 3 points. So they've got it down to the wire and come out ahead.
Well, they know how to keep it close, but they also starting to learn now how to win during close situations and also closing games as well.
Absolutely. Here's a team that has not had great success over the years. We mentioned 8-8 last year, first playoff appearance in 10 years, and Bill Tarvis has them running well. And, yeah, winning the close ones becomes habit forming after a while. They're going to need a few of those in their back pocket if they want to get where they want to get, which is the Ryan Center for the state championship game. Feinstein was there last year. There's a long 3. It doesn't go. St. Pierre got a quick start, but had it taken away by Kevin Barnes. Barnes has a strip by Roway. He's going straight to the hoop. splits a double team, can't get it to go.
Roy was a bit out of control. If I'm Feinstein, I would hold the ball up and take one shot, but
Gomes finds the open man, can't make it count from the corner. Nice tipping attempt by Benton. Finally, we get some contact. Gomes, a little more of a playmaker than a scorer right now. The last few times down, he's looked for the open man and been a real responsible point guard.
well, once again, like I said before, he's a great assist man, averaging almost 7 to 8 assists a game. Finds players all the time. Well, good job of Babatunde getting the rebound there, going up strong, getting on the line here.
Willard commits the foul. That's his first. Babatunde, didn't get the rattle that time. 67% free throw shooter, Babatunde, and he also shoots field goals at 66%. Everything's close to the basket for him.
Well, right now, if you're Coventry right now, you're looking for one shot. Make sure you are aware of the clock here.
Watch out for Finnegan. Number 4 just came into the game, a great shooter. And he brings him in now to try to get that last shot opportunity with 15 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Finnegan, just a freshman. Coach says, watch out for him. Easy bucket to St. Pierre. Nobody picked him up.
Yeah, and that's the guy that Feinstein needs to make sure they're covered all the time.
4 seconds. Ooh, an easy look down low, and they answer. Get 2 more before the buzzer sounds. Feinstein picks it up with Albert Martinez, the open man, and a very good look by Gomes.
Well, there you have it. JERELL Gomes again trying to find his open players here. Finds Martinez. Big hoop at the end of half.
Oh, we didn't see much from the bench for either side. A lot of the mainstays doing the job, and those 2 buckets at the end. A nice chance for Coventry to cut into the lead, but boom, they let up in the last 6 seconds and let Feinstein get an open look and get that 2 right back.
No question. Well, Coventry had chances now. They've had a lot of open shots, had a lot of chances to actually come back in the game. I think one of the things that they're going to have to work on in the second half is to make sure they have their guys and guard their guys well, because they gave up a couple layups at the end of the game.
Pretty well contested first half between the 2 undefeated teams, 2 of 3 undefeated teams. These are the 2 that are 3-0 in that central part of the Division II at the Rhode Island high school level. Feinstein and Coventry, halftime coming up, and then second half action around the corner. Welcome back once again to Coventry High School. Got a great one going between 2 undefeated teams in Division II, the Central Division. 2 top teams going at it, and they're playing for everything they're worth. Rodney Ardiitu doing the game with me has our halftime guest and a chance to take a closer look at the home school.
Thanks, Steve.
Welcome back once again to Coventry High School. Rodney, certainly this one was an interesting game. Feinstein gets out to the early lead. Coventry comes back. Let's take a look at how Feinstein got that lead going and really established themselves as the front runner in this basketball game. We'll take a look at some of the highlights in just a second, but they paced themselves pretty well early on.
Well, Feinstein was really attacking the hoop. Their defense really sparked their offense, starting the fast break.
That's Kevin Barnes with the feed, getting it down to McKinney, finding the open man.
And Benton going up strong, shooting for 2.
Cameron Benton inside now. Saw him hit threes and saw him get those offensive rebounds and put them home as well. It's McKinney. Nice feed to go.
Yeah, Coventry's had a little bit of trouble trying to get used to that full court pressure. And there you have it. Gomes pushing up the ball again. That's the easy layup for him.
Had that 2-on-1. He held onto it and let that defender clear it out. Coventry came back pretty strong now.
Coventry finding, I think, Jesse St. Pierre.
There's a bump in the head that stuck with the sidelines a little bit, but St. Pierre gets that to go. D'Amico starts his play off. St. Pierre finds the open man down low. There's Woodcock.
Oh, Woodcock, I'm really impressed by Woodcock, how he's good on the post and is really stout right there, and good, nice little right-handed hook.
Absolutely. St. Pierre measures up, knocks down the 3 to help out the cause, and take a look at some of the numbers from that first half of play. Pretty even across the board. The field goal percentage right down the middle, but 3-point attempts, neither team can find their range from 3.
Either team is absolutely, well, that's safe to say, simply struggled from the outside, to put it bluntly. But actually, both teams are doing a real good job. If it wasn't Feinstein with those 2 easy buckets at the end of the half, I mean, this game would be a little bit closer. But Coventry is in great position right now for the second half to make a comeback.
When you talk about 3-point shots, for Feinstein, they shoot it at 38% coming in. Pretty good number, but lower than the 52 that Coventry shoots. As a team, 52% from 3. They're 1 of 9. So they're bread and butter on the offensive side, just not really paying off for them.
Oh, no question. What's good about Coventry, and smart, Coventry just stays in that zone, just lets them shoot threes. I think that's the best place.
We'll be back with second half action right after this. Rodney, as you look at it, keys to the second half for Coventry to get back in this game and take away a win on their home court.
Well, they really have to break that full court pressure that Feinstein is going with. If they can break that full court pressure, they'll be all set.
Rodney Odiotu with me. I'm Steve McDonald. We're going to bring the second half action as Coventry and Feinstein getting it going. And Feinstein, like they did in the first half, off to a good start. Gomes lights it up. He's got 14.
And there you have it, JERELL Gomes answering quick to the second half with a big basket.
St. Pierre tries to stuff it in. Last touch by Woodcock down low. Woodcock thought it was off of Feinstein's Babatunde. Doesn't win that argument, though. The official made the call is Doug McGrath. His dad still blowing the whistle as well. The age of 63. Has been doing it for about 30 years. Nice steal and an immediate foul. Barnes, after losing that basketball, bumped right into Trevor D'Amico. That's the third one on Barnes. Played a pretty good game for Feinstein. He can't afford to have not too long, but he's going to stay in there now.
Well, Barnes, that was a silly foul. I mean, he compounded and made it worse after getting the turnover and creating the turnover himself and calling for a foul.
Gomes almost had the open look. Couldn't quite control the ball on that deflection. Good job getting in the passing lane. 27-20. 7-point lead for the Falcons of Feinstein. An open look in the corner. They make it count as St. Pierre drains it.
And there you have it. Senior leadership and Jesse St. Pierre finding that corner, hitting that three. Big three so far to lead this comeback.
Coach calls him the best athlete on the team. He's got 10 points right now, and he averages 13. Gomes, an open look, takes a shot, takes it on the run. Partially blocked by Woodcock. Nice pass down the floor. St. Pierre's going to get another bucket. Whoa, this one doesn't go. Woodcock gets fouled. Get a chance to get to the free throw line, but St. Pierre missed the bunny.
Well, St. Pierre, he's by himself. He had that layup there, but luckily Woodcock had his back, had the rebound, put it up, and now hitting it for two.
You see Coach talking to him. Able to look at the missed layup, but all the good things are happening with St. Pierre. Made that three, hustle play to get down the court, get ahead of the pack. The layups are the easy things. He'll go down just about all the time, but he did all the things that Coach wants him to do.
Oh, no question. Now, I mean, just missing that layup, that's all about concentration. I'm sure he'll bounce back. He is one of their senior leaderships here. So
Woodcock, big pitcher in baseball, played for John Parenti, who's the athletic director over Johnson and Wales University. Coaches the Legion team, Post 2 out in West Warwick, and Woodcock going to get a chance to go to Rapid City this year for a game. John usually takes his team out to Alaska every couple of years, but unfortunately, Kevin hasn't been part of the Alaska trip yet, but he's hoping to get out there. Feels like we're in Alaska, huh? With this weather the way it is.
I'll tell you, Alaska has one of the best basketball tournaments, the Great Alaskan Shootout.
That's right.
Always have the top college teams.
But Parenti goes up to play baseball. Nobody understands why. There's like two days out of the year you want to play baseball in Alaska.
Well, you think of all places, Hawaii, but Alaska, right?
Parenti gets a good deal. There's something in it for him. He's great. Athletic director at JWU doing a great job over there as well. Feinstein trying to work against that zone defense. Their only open man was Babatunde, a long way away from the basket where he does not want to be with the ball in his hand. Kevin Barnes, 3 fouls. To McKinney, little pump fake. Ooh, tipped up and in before the buzzer.
Babatunde with the hustle play with the huge tip.
That one breaks the back to Coventry. Back the other way, Woodcock going to get the charge on that. Good job. Barnes took the hit.
That's great. Good job by Kevin Barnes to get himself in position to take that charge. And now it creates a offensive set right back to Feinstein.
That's Woodcock's third. So he and Barnes both with 3. Barnes has the ball now. That's 2-3 matchup zone. Coventry coach Tarvis said they might extend to a 3-2 if perimeter shooting becomes a problem. But Feinstein haven't been able to knock it down with any regularity. Try to get it in, they strip it away. St. Pierre, short. Gomes rakes it down.
That's a good look by St. Pierre. He just couldn't knock it down.
Gomes, the fast ball in the lane. Woodcock has it deflected but gets it back. D'Amico finds the open man. Now he gets it back. Shot of the rim. Coventry, a 52% three-point shooting team, cannot hit a shot.
Oh, right now they're struggling from the field right now. They cannot buy a bucket. And really they're taking themselves out so far in the game right now.
Cameron Benton on the wing, Jamie Benton's cousin. He said his dad, Cameron's dad, who passed away a few years ago, used to open up the gym over the Southside Boys Club for Jamie when he was a kid. So Jamie returns the favor and opens up Johnson and Wales, where he's the head coach, and lets Cameron go in there and shoot and play, and he helps him out. He says he's one of the big influences in his life. Gomes can't get it to drop. Get another look, though. I don't know how you come close to getting that thing over the cylinder. That's how you get the 9 rebounds, though. You pick up 2 offensive boards, take 3 shots, hit the last one, and get to the free throw line.
Well, you got to give credit. Jerrell Gomes, look, whip it, rebound up top. Nice little spin move. Get that ball up top. But he finished there with that and one there.
Gomes knocks down those 2. He's going to have another one from the free throw line. He's a 70% free throw shooter. He's got, I believe, 16 points now in the game. Hey, attention all Cox customers. If you're listening, if you're watching this game, you are indeed a Cox customer. Max Bundles are here. Call Cox Communications today at 1-888-898-9751. You got that number? 888-898-9751. Find out how you can get all 3 Cox digital services. High-speed internet, digital cable, and digital telephone. All for just $99 a month. That's a pretty good deal.
Oh, that's a great deal.
3. What's that number again? You got the second half. I'm going to go call those guys.
Hey, no problem. You take care. I'll take care of this for you.
That's a good deal right there. $99. Feinstein ahead by 7. Coventry just can't buy a basket right outside.
So far, I mean, the outside shots have been struggling, but right now they got to be careful because if Feinstein gets going, they have one of the best offenses in Division II. So they need to be wary about that, and they need to create something on the offensive end. Maybe try to set up Jesse St. Pierre with a little isolation, maybe, to just get him more involved in the offensive side.
Gomes 0 for 1 from the line. He's got a shot at another and 1. 16 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, 8 of 21 shooting. He's fired it up a few times. Gets this one to go. 17 points for Gomes. Pressure put on by Feinstein in the backcourt. Coventry gets it over the line. Gomes gets the steal. 2-on-2 if he hurries. Nice job by St. Pierre getting back and disrupting that fast break.
Oh, that was great defense by St. Pierre. But Jerrell Gomes had actually a chance to have a layup, so he could have probably just stayed with that and gone up to the hoop for 2.
8-point lead. That's the largest of the ball game for Feinstein. Perez back into the corner.
Really impressed right now on Feinstein. They're really patient on the offensive end, making sure they pass the ball around to get the good shot.
Benton in and out. Woodcock pulls it down. DiPaola. Clock's ticking on Coventry, but plenty of time down by 8. Is St. Pierre. It's DiPaola cutting in. Gomes another board. Wow, that's a move and a half right there. Did everything but hit the shot.
Great move, but he couldn't get the finish. Draw a little body, but no call. Good no call on that one.
2-on-1 for Coventry. Didn't develop soon enough to get him a clear look at the basket, though. As DiPaola was down there with Woodcock, found himself underneath the basket. Got a held ball. I think a timeout call before the held ball. Yep, we're going to go. Yep, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. You know, we saw Cameron working hard for Feinstein, Cameron Benton. And he's the captain of this team, a leader on and off the floor. And he was saying that his dad is a big influence on him. He passed away a couple of years ago, and he is a big influence in his life. And he said that his dad always told him that take the word can't out of your vocabulary, and anything you set out to do, just know that you can do it. He's kind of lived by that the rest of the way.
Well, this is a great story. When you hear about that, I mean, just to hear about good characters, and right now Cameron Benton is one of those good characters for this Feinstein team. He's very deceptive. He's real quick for a guy that short on his side.
Left side of the floor. St. Pierre. Goes all the way to the hoop and gets to the count.
Good strong move by Jesse St. Pierre. Took strong to the basket. Had great control. That's a huge hoop for Coventry.
St. Pierre up with 12 points now. And I think he's got 8 of those in the second half of play. He's been red hot from the field. Here's an open 3. Knocking it down for Feinstein is John Perez.
And John Perez opened up. He only averages about 2 points a game. Hits a big 3.
30% from 3 on the year for Perez. His first 3 of the ball game. First 3 points, that is. Here's St. Pierre. Good second half. Tough pass inside, though, and Gomes deflects it into the hands of Perez. Gomes, a no-look pass, and caught Benton not looking too.
That was a great heads-up play to try to find Corey Benton. What he should have done was just a nice little bounce pass, and he would have had the layup.
Cameron couldn't quite drag that one in. Hey, I want to remind you that the Max Prep has a top 10 list. We're going to take a look at it in just a little bit. These two teams hovering around the top 10 teams in high school basketball. On the right side of the floor, D'Amico with the shot, no good. Rebound, Barnes pulls it down, forces the issue to the other side, and comes draw the foul. Two number twos going in, Kevin Barnes and Jesse St. Pierre. St. Pierre guilty of the foul. He's got that bandage over his forehead from that head bump that he took in the first half. St. Pierre playing one heck of a basketball game, but that time he got a piece of Kevin Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin Barnes was out on that fast break, and he has a quick step, and he really tagged the hoop on that one.
Kevin Barnes knows what it's like to win championships. He was in East Providence, lived in East Providence, played football there, won a state title with Sandy Gorham at the helm, and then came to Feinstein, was a member of that championship team last year for Feinstein as well.
Looks like wherever he goes, he just simply wins championships.
He's got to have a round. Lucky Kevin Barnes. Take him wherever I go. Woodcock gets it inside. A good look down low for Fioli.
Oh, Fioli, what he did was he really put himself with his body spread out. Gave him a good target to get that ball to him. Big basket.
That's what Coach said. He said he is the best at creating position down low, creating space to get that ball into. Not a big guy, but a very smart player and gets great position, both offensively and defensively to rebound. Here's Cameron. Long rebound. Stays with Feinstein. Nice feed and nice finish.
Oh, great job by Kevin Barnes to get that up fake. Got the defender up and away. Had an easy layup.
Double-figure lead now at 11. Seeing the playmaking ability of JERELL Gomes in the second half. St. Pierre gets 3 of those right back.
And the senior answers. Little sleeping on defense by Feinstein. Left St. Pierre in that corner. St. Pierre can shoot that shot all day.
52% from 3 coming in. He's got 15 points. He averages 13. He's got 3 threes going down today. 8 points in the second half for him.
Good movement by Feinstein.
They're being deliberate. They don't mind that clock rolling down a little bit. He's got an 8-point lead to work with. But Cameron Benton makes it pay off at the end as he drops down that 3. Boy, not the guy that you think's going to hit him, but he's got a smooth shot.
Well, Cameron Benton has a nice little stroke. He really knows how to set his feet well. Rolls it off his fingertips. Lovely shot right there.
Jamie would be proud over at Johnson & Wales. Nice second look that time by Woodcock. He's got 11.
Oh, Gomes is out of control on that one.
And here goes St. Pierre. Gomes comes back and swats it away.
Ooh.
What an athletic move that was.
Gomes showing a little bit of rise in that skinny frame of his. My goodness.
Let's take another look at that one. He was behind the ball. Usually it's either a foul or an easy layup.
Looked like he was going to get beat, but he caught up real quick, and Mike Email returned the sender.
St. Pierre thought he had the easy layup this time, but he went up strong. Can't fault him at all. Didn't slow down. It was just the guy behind him was a little bit quicker.
Great hustle play by the senior leader of Feinstein. Plays on both ends, offensively and defensively.
Gomes hasn't decided what he wants to do. It could be prep school, could be go to Division I basketball right now. If he preps a year, coach thinks he can get a little stronger, which is what he needs to play major Division I basketball. Probably be the best move for him. He's got a decision to make a little later on. Barnes on the wing. Perez can't get it to go. Coventry making their way back.
Good job by Woodcock getting in position, getting that rebound.
DeMarco passed to the wing, almost taken away. Viola couldn't get to it in time, but it stays Coventry ball.
DeMarco tried to force that in a tough area when the defensive play was already there.
Exchange between the two big guys. Willard gets to Woodcock, can't finish it off. Gomes, good look. Gets it outside to the open man in Perez. Gomes gets it back. Couldn't get it to go. St. Pierre's to Ziola. Finds the open man, that 15-footer. It's like money for him. Willard can't get it to go this time, though.
Oh, that was a good shot by Willard. I mean, that's his shot right there. He should always, get that green light to take.
Babatunde pulls down the rebound.
Feinstein at this point in time, you're basically here to kill clock right now because you currently have a 9-point lead. Just make some good movement. Coventry is just sitting in that zone, so there's going to be some areas where they're going to have some open shots, especially in the middle.
The question is, do you come out of that zone a little bit because you need to go get that ball back? It works against you one way, but it quickens the pace a little bit. Got a timeout call to talk it over. It's the two schools of thought. You got to extend a little bit, and they are coming out of that zone just to extend to the ball a little bit more in that true matchup style. But they don't want to get too far away from the basket because Feinstein will beat them to the hoop.
Oh, one of the things you worry about, if you go and switch to man-to-man against Feinstein, you have matchup problems. Cameron Benton, who obviously is deceivingly quick, but then again, you have to play up man-to-man with JERELL GOMES, and JERELL GOMES has no problem taking people off this glass.
Max Prep keeps us posted on what's happening in high school basketball. They do a great job at maxprep.com. You can find out about all your favorite teams. One of these two teams represented Feinstein. They come in with a great reputation, 2 state titles, and defending one this year. But Coventry, not the great reputation coming in. They're playing every bit as well so far this year, but no show in the top 10.
Oh, well, right now they're 7-3 overall, but they have a real good team, and I think if they keep on playing the way they have been playing all year, I think they could probably break that into that top 10.
You look at Bishop Hendrick in the class once again of high school basketball, the Division I level, led by a host of players, including Billy Barron, whose dad coaches over at the University of Rhode Island. His brother Jimmy went to the school. Billy doing a great job on his own, really running the offense for Hendrick. He's got some great players around him as well. And the Hawks, once again, the team to beat.
You got to give credit to West Warwick. I mean, what a job they've done so far this year as well.
West Warwick, a team that will see these Coventry Okers and see the Feinstein Falcons as well. Nice pick in the lane. A strong finish by Trevor D'Amico, coast to coast.
Good defense by Trevor D'Amico and get him back and taking it strong to the hoop again.
Gomes gets by D'Amico this time. A couple of looks won't go. Woodcock the rebound, and the foul is going to go against Feinstein, I believe. Well, no, I guess not. Going to call it on Woodcock. He pulled down the rebound. Willard's going to get the call. Willard's going to get the call.
JERELL GOMES took a tough shot. I mean, he wasn't near the side of the hoop, but stuck with it and got a couple rebounds off of that, and now he's gone for 2.
Gomes knocks down the first one. He plays AAU ball for the Breakers. Had 36 points in his first playoff game last year against North Providence. Calls that his best team ever. He had 42 AAU ball once. Just makes both free throws. Gets his total up to 19. Pressure put on by Feinstein. With the lead, they're still being aggressive. St. Pierre finds Gioli. Can't get it to go. And Cameron Benton rips down the rebound. 9-point lead for Feinstein.
Good job by Cameron Benton getting that rebound. He's doing well. He's doing a real good job today in the game so far.
Oh, leaving Benton open.
And there he is.
Not getting out quick enough to get him.
I think you heard us talking about him. Gets down to 3. I'm telling you, that young man has a nice stroke from 3-point land. It's a real pretty shot.
He's got 3 threes in the ball game so far. He's got 12 points all told. Had the first free throw to start things off, and a 2-pointer. Since then, it's been shots from behind the line that have gone down for him. Ziola frees up some space for Woodcock, and he drops it down. Good job by Ziola.
Woodcock showing a little range, on top of the key. Maybe you need to try to find him as well. I mean, there's St. Pierre, and Woodcock need to get really involved offensively right now to get back in this game.
13 points for the soon-to-be All-State pitcher. Says he throws it mid to high 80s. It's enough to get me out, I'll tell you.
I'll be all set with that.
Lob pass doesn't quite connect as they wanted it to. We got a held ball. Good job defensively by Coventry, but that one, Kevin Barnes left a little bit behind the intended receiver.
Even though JERELL GOMES caught that ball, I mean, it was really tough for him to really grab that pass. But it goes the other way, jump ball. Coventry needs a hoop right now with 5:29 left to go in the game and down 10.
And they're a good 3-point shooting team, although they have not been successful from beyond that line today. There's a quick shot by the big fella, can't get it to go down. Willard on the miss.
Then Feinstein just bring the ball up, just keep on moving that ball, kill the clock.
Well, don't tell Gomes to kill the clock. Never heard of such a thing. He takes a shot, no good, but Barnes is there to follow.
Or you can have Kevin Barnes just clean it up and shoot the 2. Whatever works first.
D'Amico takes a look, gets it down to Woodcock. Can't finish. Proud of people in there.
Right now, Coventry is just taking one shot and done. They're just not getting basket to fall right now. And Feinstein's in cruise control right now.
Feinstein last year 26-1, 13-0 in the league on their way to the state title, beat Rogers by 30 in the state championship game. They played Rogers early in the year. They were down 10 late in that game, ended up winning it by 5. There's Benton again. Not good this time. And we got an injured player. It looks like McKinney is down and hurdle on the baseline. The official blows the whistle before the ball went out of bounds. And I don't know exactly how he hurt himself, whether he might have twisted an ankle as he went to the floor. It was not much contact, if any, there. And it seems it was just one of those freak things as he was bending down to get the ball.
Looked like he fell awkwardly on his, awkwardly on his right leg, but couldn't tell from here.
Take a look at the play and see if we can track it for you. He might have come down on a foot. Yeah, I see him pull up that left ankle as soon as it hit the floor. So I think when Woodcock and he went for that ball, Woodcock's sneaker was down there. Take a look again, see where he landed. Ran in between them, but just caught that instep like there and went down.
I don't know if it looked like his right ankle or left, but it probably
looked like the left one, yeah. That's the one that's hurting, so they're tending to him. Hopefully things are okay. Talked to you about Feinstein's success last year. They beat Rogers by 30 in that final game. They beat North Providence, Wesley, and the Rogers to win it. And this team outscored their opponents last year by over 500 points.
Well, it's fun to watch. They got a great offensive set. I mean, they got players that can shoot the three. They got players that can attack the hoop. And they got players that can absolutely rebound, too, as well. You can see why they, outscored teams over 500 points last year.
And remember that Corey Barrett's not playing McKinney, the guy that's hurt right here in front of us. They're helping him off the floor now. He got the start today. He's usually 6-man. He got the start today because Corey Barrett is sick. And Barrett averages 13 points, 4 rebounds, has had 500 points as a freshman, is one of the best defenders on the team. Barrett doesn't get to play today because he's sick. McKinney gets in and does a great job in relief, but finds himself on the bench tending to his injury. Take one more look, see if we can get your expert medical opinion, Rodney.
Got the rebound here. It looked, it seems like on that play, it looked like more of his right ankle that he fell on awkwardly.
Willett rotates it. St. Pierre looks. Check that DiPiola with the ball. Gets it back to Willett. Here comes Gomes. He could break it out. And he's going to force the issue with a lot of white jerseys around. Gets it to go.
There's the player again. Mr. JERELL Gomes attacking that hoop.
He's got 21. He averages 22. I say he gets it. What do you think?
I think so far, I'd say he's really top on the list right now.
He's 9 of 7. The rest of the team, 11 of. He's 9 of 27. The rest of the team, 11 of 26. Okay. There's a jump shot for 3. Still can't get him to go. D'Amico leaves it a little bit long. Coventry struggling from 3.
Right now, they just can't buy a bucket in the last few minutes of this half right now.
Largest lead of the ball game, 14. Seems like Feinstein, as they just control the ball, going to come away with the win on Coventry's home floor. Good measuring stick for Coventry. They're the upstart team here, playing the perennial favorite.
Good pass by Cameron. Good job by Cameron Brandon to get that pass. Martinez missed the first one. Good job by Martinez to stick on to that for the second one.
Martinez finishes it off. Rillway rotates it to the left. The timeout's going to be called by Coventry. They're struggling from 3. If you take those 3 points away, they're playing a pretty good game with Feinstein, and I think they come away from this saying, hey, if we shoot a little better, we can do a little better. For the latest Cox Sports television programming information, visit Cox Sports on the World Wide Web. Plus, you can check out streaming video highlights, recent games, show segments, and a lot more. Just type in cox-sports.com. cox-sports.com. www.coxsports.com. Find out all the information you want. And, it's really a great deal. They keep you updated on everything you need to know and how you can. You get the DVR.
Oh yeah,
right.
You
got all the connections over at
always.
That thing's fantastic. You can save everything, and I always got to. I got to figure out. Maybe you can teach me how to get onto these games. What is it on the on-demand?
On demand.
You're gonna help me with that.
Oh, that's one of the best.
I'm not a technically smart guy, you know. I still got an abacus.
Sure can help you after the game.
All right. Feinstein controlling this game, but they had a good battle from Coventry, and you can see where Coventry's making some headway, but you can also see where Coventry is, or Feinstein is still the best team around. They are just, the best basketball team at the Division II level.
Oh, no question. Also, as well, I mean, Coventry's going to have to learn to really be more efficient on the offensive end, and they really struggled. They only scored 17 points in the second half. So that's one thing is, like I said before, they're going to have to learn to be a little bit more productive on the offensive end.
Coventry 3 of 13 from 3 in the game. Here's another look. Ooh, can't go. D'Amico, usually a very good three-point shooter. Can't get it to roll. Nice job on the second look that time by Rowe. He's going to get himself to the free throw line. You know, Coventry usually you shoot like this on somebody else's gym. It's a place they practice every day, and a very good three-point shooting team just cannot make it count for them.
I mean, on that last three-point attempt, I mean, that should just tell you how it's been for Coventry from three-point land, in and out. I mean, they've had good looks. They're just simply not dropping tonight. But then again, you got to give credit to Feinstein's defense as well. They played some blistering defense, especially full court-wise, and causing turnovers and creating easy shots for Feinstein.
Rowe hits them both. 6-foot sophomore. He's got a great future here. He's got 3 points in the game, all from the free throw line. Full court pressure now. Coventry looks like Gomes might have stepped on that sideline. No call. Takes it to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Rebound up and in by Babatunde. The big guy finishes it off.
Well, good job by Babatunde. Like I said, putting him in position himself, getting that rebound. Number 2.
He's got 4 points down low. St. Pierre looking inside for Woodcock. Woodcock had cut up. St. Pierre threw it down. A little miscommunication that time. Turnover number 15 for actually 11 for Coventry. Feinstein was 15.
Woodcock was going one way. Pass went another way. It's, like you said before, just miscommunication on that one.
That's when you want that spring on the basketball. Gomes going to work some clock. Got 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Coming up on the 2-minute mark in this one.
Really, I'm surprised, especially in the end of the second half, that they haven't gotten out of the zone and just playing a man-to-man. A little bit more pressure.
Benton going to go take it out on the sideline, actually, not over the limit yet. The foul call on Brandon DiPiola, who you can tell is just a quality basketball player. Brandon is that clutch guy that hit the big shots against Mount Hope and Chariho, as we talked about earlier. Great distributor of the basketball. He's one of the leaders of this team. Fresh shot clock, so Feinstein can take some more time off after the foul call. Gomes going to do just that. Dave Tedeschi telling him, don't shoot anything too soon.
Yeah, no need to shoot the basketball until about probably 3 or 2 seconds left on the shot clock. As much clock as you can.
Benton has a look at a 3. Rebound down low. Battle for Babatunde hanging in there. Coventry going to come up with it, though. Unfortunately for them, the clock is going to leave them a little bit wanting in this one. St. Pierre, 3 for 3. The 3 of 13, 3 of 14 from 3. I think St. Pierre's got them all, hasn't he? Gomes straight to the hoop, lays it up and in with the left hand. That was beautiful stuff.
Coventry slept on him. They thought JERELL Gomes was just going to keep the ball outside, tacks to the hoop, and gets the and one.
Take another look at that. Using both hands.
JERELL Gomes sees the lane, nobody getting back. Woodcock got there late, draws the contact.
Protects that basketball with Woodcock coming in on him. Got 23, now 24 points for Gomes. Besting his average of 22. Again, close to averaging a triple-double. And in this game, I think he's got the rebounds. I think he's just going to fall a few assists shy. He's got 11 boards and I think 4, maybe 5 assists so far. Let's call it 5. Ray Perry keeping track of all the good stuff. Appreciate his help today. On the lead, the score at the end of this game, not going to be too indicative of the balance between these two teams. I don't think Feinstein's 20 points or near 20 points better than Coventry. I think Coventry missed some looks that they usually hit and can walk away saying, hey, if we get these guys again, you know, it's a 6-point game.
Oh, no question. I mean, at halftime, it was only 25-20, and it really looked like Coventry had a chance to come back. But unfortunately, like we said before, their offensive struggles, especially from three-point land, really hurt them in the second half.
Woodcock makes them both from the free throw line. Dave Tedeschi was talking about his team getting to the Ryan Center the last couple of years and winning. That's where the state titles are held, and Cox is right there with you. Cox Sports throughout all those games. And
he said, just playing there in that building. These guys expect to be there now. It's Coventry kind of hoping to get there. Feinstein writes it on their schedule. This is where the season will end, in Kingston, Rhode Island, at the Ryan Center, and that's just the way it's going to be. And so far for them the last couple of years, that's the way it's worked out.
Well, that's a great credit to this team. I mean, they really feel like it's really important to them to get to that championship game, and they got some good games coming up. They got at Pilgrim, Tollgate, Work Veterans, but I really think that game, January 19th, for Coventry, is going to be real big, especially in that conference.
Absolutely, and see 3 out of their next 5 on the road for Coventry. Given how they've shot in this building, it's good. Let's get out of town. Let's go anywhere else, right?
Well, it's just one of, you know, every team goes through just one of those games when shots are not dropping. Unfortunately, it came against a good Feinstein team tonight.
I think maybe if they close one of these doors in this 10-degree weather, it might help out a little bit. A little bit of a break. Gomes gets 2 more as if he needed them.
Well, he's just been everything, playing offensively, defensively. He's been the guy tonight.
He's got 25. Coventry trying to get 3 of those back on the D'Amico look, you know. Got a foul down low. Gomes had pulled down the board, but the foul is going to go against Babatunde, who is blocking out on the weak side.
Listen, Babatunde, I mean, you got to recognize at the time in the game. Right now, there's 55 seconds left. All you have to do is put your hands straight up. You know, worst case scenario, they hit it just a 2-point basket instead of stopping the clock.
Woodcock, who made his 2 free throws just a few moments ago, has 14 points in the game. This is the first. 11 points and 8 rebounds on the average for him, and he shoots it at 60% from the field. He's a big baseball guy we talked about earlier. He says the Ellsbury for Santana deal, absolutely not. He says Ellsbury goes into the Hall of Fame as a Red Sox player, so that's the deal.
Oh, I agree. I really think they need to just keep Ellsbury and just call it a day.
Do it in a minute. You can't get those guys.
Well, you know,
best pitchers in baseball.
It would be lovely to see Santana.
You and Woodcock, you don't know what you're talking about. Stick to basketball. Gomes with 26, 11, and 5. Pretty good numbers to go home with, huh?
He's just a fun player to watch. Lengthy and real quick off the basket. And he's an attacker. I mean, he's the one-man offensive show.
If you think 26 is good, how about taking 28 home? He knocks down 2 free throws. Oh, man. His high was 36. We mentioned that, but he's not going to get to it, but he's going to get awfully close to it. It'd be great to see him at the next level, but I think, you know, prep school, don't you agree? He's got to get a little stronger. He's a pretty thin kid.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, prep school will get him prepared for that next level. Hits that weight room, and that will be a scary sight to see him get a little bulky and get a little stronger with that quickness. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Brandon DiPiola followed his own shot. It was a miss, but he was in there fighting for the rebound. And on the held ball, Feinstein's going to get it. Good job.
And I tell you one thing, I give credit to Coventry. Down still 22, and they're still playing full court hard with 39 seconds left to go in the game.
There's a foul, but no call. Gomes still with the ball and finally wrapped up and fouled by St. Pierre. So Gomes going to get a shot at the 30 number.
A little surprised on Coventry trying to foul with 34 seconds left to go in the game, down 22.
Well, I think it's part of the philosophy that Coach Carvis is trying to instill. He's got a program that he's rebuilding that hasn't won a lot in the past. They had some success last year, 8-8 playoffs. This year they're looking to do better than that. And I think he wants to make sure that they're fighting down the stretch. You know? A miss by Gomes, so he'll come up short of that 30-point mark. If he gets the next one, he'll be at 29. But there's a tough road trip coming up East Greenwich and West Warwick left for Feinstein.
Well, those 2 teams right there are really going to show what Feinstein's all about, especially trying to make that push to the Ryan Center at the end of the year.
Feinstein plays their home games at the John Hope Settlement Center. Great building. And that guy right there, Dave Tedeschi, has done an excellent job running this program. He learned from Floyd Narcisse, who used to be the head coach here at Feinstein, that is, and he moved on to Central. But now Tedeschi gets to go up against Floyd. If you know Floyd, he is a piece of work.
Yeah, I would say
a lot of fun to do.
Floyd is a fun man. I met him last year doing the East Providence Central game. A great guy and very passionate about basketball.
He sure is. Missed shot by Ziola, but a good look. That should do it. Gomes going to bring it over the timeline. He's just going to get over that line in 10 seconds. He does that. 10 seconds left on the clock. They'll wind it down. Feinstein, who has just lost 2 games in the last 2.5 years, is going to chalk up another victory and run their record to 9-1.
to go to 4-0 in the league. For Coventry, they dropped to 7-4, and they go to 3-1 in league play. Things get a little tougher for them after this loss, but when Feinstein comes to town, you want to get the win. You don't plan on the victory, though, because they're just the class of this league. But I think Coventry did a lot of pretty good things out there that lets them know that on a given day they would be able to compete with the Falcons.
Well, they remember the first half. They just remember the first half and how well they played, especially defensively against Feinstein, and just bottle that up. And I think to carry that over the second half, that's what they need to learn. Just to carry that type of intensity and drive to carry it over the second half. Their defense was great the first half. I mean, they only held Feinstein to only 25 points. But then in the second half, with one shot and done, Feinstein just really took over in the second half. Really attacked the basket, came up with easy layups, and just really took over.
Well, Gomes finishes up with 28, 11, and 5. 5 assists, that is. Woodcock, 14 and 10, a double-double for him. Good players on both sides. We'll take a look at the best player of the game in just a minute. 22-point victory for Feinstein as they continue to roll. We'll be back in a bit. Well, they're clearing out here at Coventry High School into the bitter cold once again, but they saw a pretty good basketball game. First of all, they saw one guy really take over out there.
Oh, JERELL Gomes actually played phenomenal. I mean, he's just one of those tough players that, as you can see, folks, he's one of the best players in the state, by far. We witnessed that tonight.
Certainly Gomes had some help as well. Benton doing some great shooting from the outside for the Feinstein Falcons, who run their record again to just one loss on the season. That came in their first game against Hope High School. 30-point loss. Since then, they've been awfully tough to beat.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm sure they can't wait to see Hope again, because right now they're this team on the tear. Now they've won 9 straight games in a row. Folks, watch out. Feinstein's on the prowl.
JERELL Gomes did not play in that game. Didn't play in their loss last year to the Massachusetts team either. So when he's out there, they win. That's about the bottom line. Let's take a look at some of the numbers from that ball game that we just finished up. And you look at it, and the three-point shot did not go down for Coventry like they wanted to, and that hurt them a little bit. But Feinstein with some pretty good shooting in the second half especially.
Oh, most definitely. And also look at the rebound and margin. They were up plus 14. Against Coventry. But what I noticed, they really did a good job, especially on the fast break. They really attacked the hoop and got a lot of layups and really kind of pushed themselves over the edge on the second half.
Kevin Gomes is a great scorer, but also a pretty good contributor to the basketball as well. With that two-edged sword, he's awfully tough to beat, and he can help out the other Feinstein players.
Oh, well, definitely. He always has his head up, especially when we're watching the game so far. But what's good about him, his defense was absolutely phenomenal.
Man, I tell you what, it's been a great game and a game of many great plays. We're going to take a look now at our Max Bundle play of the game. Guess who it involves? Mr. Gomes, once again, defense and offense.
No surprise. There he is with the strip. Takes it strong. Nice layup. Gets to the hoop. Real quick, heady, savvy. I can't wait to see him. Hopefully he'll be able to play in that next level someday.
Yeah, he's got a lot of high school basketball left in him for sure. They've got a big season coming up. They want to get back to the Ryan Center. Coventry would like to get there as well. And it's just good to see two fairly evenly matched teams play at this point of the season, because there is a lot of basketball to play. And I wouldn't be surprised if these two guys met in postseason play.
Well, that would be great to see. Well, Coventry's going to learn a lot from this game. Like I said before, in the second half, he's going to play. They're going to have to learn how to play that same type of intensity for a whole game. Yeah. If they do that, they're going to be fine.
Well, for Rodney Lariotu, I'm Steve McDonald. We want to say so long. The final score, once again, 62 for Feinstein, 40 for the Coventry Okers. I want to thank everybody at Coventry High School that they were perfect hosts throughout this evening. And check in on Cox Sports for more high school sports with the Varsity Zone and college sports as well. I want to thank the crew for their excellent job today, and thank you for being with us. Once again, the final score, Coventry Okers on the short end of a 62-40 score with Feinstein. Have a great rest of the day.